Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle is a 2017 movie directed by Kasdan, and it stars Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Karen Gillan and Kevin Hart. Now Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle takes off around about a year after Jumanji finished, only this time it is a video game instead of a board game, and through the trailers and the promotion shots that we see for this movie, it doesn't really explain how it became a video game, but I can assure you in this movie it does explain how it becomes. Now straight from the off I thought this movie was pretty intelligent for what it was going to be, and that is at the start of the movie we see the classic board game of Jumanji found on the beach. It was washed up on the shore. Somebody takes it back to his house and it looks like he gives it to his son, and the son thinks to himself, this is just a board game, this is 1996, nobody plays board games anymore, which was kind of true at the time because board games were getting left aside and video games were coming in, and you can see him playing the PlayStation 1, you can see the controllers playing. So what the board game does as he's asleep is it becomes a video game, so it can kind of relate to that generation in 1996, and when he wakes up he sees the board game and we don't see him playing it, we don't see what happens, we just see a kind of green glow in the boy's window, and then it cuts and that's the beginning of the sequel to Jumanji. And kind of similar to the first movie, 4 kids in this movie, you've seen it from the trailer, 4 kids, they find Jumanji the video game in their school, and this is set, I believe is 2016 from some of the dialogue, but 20 years later they find this video game in the school. I don't know how it ends up in the school, but they want to play the game, they choose their avatars and it gets sucked into the game, and what they have to do is play the game in order to get out of the game. What I do like about this movie is once they get sent to Jumanji, they're still themselves but they're physically different. Obviously Spencer's now Dwayne Johnson, we've got Fridge who is now Kevin Hart, we've got Bethany who is played by Jack Black, and then we've got Martha who's also played by Karen Gillan. And before they realise that they are these avatars, they still act like themselves. They obviously don't sound like themselves, but once they realise each other who they are, then they try and get together and get out of this game, because the only way to get out of the game is to play the game. And that's when the characters become very versatile. Although they're played by different actors in the avatars, you still get a sense of who they actually are, and that's a pretty good quality that the director and or the writer put into the movie. We learn on the way throughout the movie that, for example, Bethany, who's self-absorbed, she does a few things in the movie that actually shows that she has got a heart and she doesn't think about herself all the time. Same with Spencer, he's a scared boy, and he still is a scared boy even when he is Dwayne Johnson, but he does things that he never thought he could do, probably because of the body that he's got, but he also gets that courage in his mind that tells him that no, I don't actually need this body to do the things that I'm doing, I can do this in the outside world as well. Then we've got Fridge, who's played by Kevin Hart. He's literally 2 feet taller than he is in real life in the outside world. He gets everyone to do things for him, but the irony to his character is he is Spencer's basically valet. He carries all his weapons for him, so he does things for people in the game, and again it's a bit cliche, but at the same time it's got a good payoff anytime he helps people. And then lastly, we've not got a huge dynamic difference between Martha in the real world and Martha in the game. She kind of picks her avatar pretty perfectly because she's I wouldn't say she's a man hater in real life, but she's a man killer in Jumanji, the game. She's got the red hair still, and she still acts like herself. The only thing is she's body conscious in the real world, and obviously in the avatar she's wearing this kind of skimpy outfit that she doesn't agree with in the game as well. I think that's the only difference that she would have changed in the avatar from real life, to be honest. And after they all start working together, they create this bond between each other that they actually do need each other. Not that they need each other, but they actually respect each other and they like each other, not in ways that they thought they would have. One clever part to the movie that I actually liked as well is the fact that when they were in the video game and they came across other characters, these characters played out like video games. For example, if you're in the car and it gives you the mission and you don't leave the car, it'll just keep giving the same mission over and over again until you leave the car and go to the next stage of that level. I thought that was pretty well done. And there's a nice nod to Robin Williams in this movie. It's not a pivotal role, it doesn't mean anything about the actual storyline, but he gets mentioned in this, and I think that's good enough for a sequel. Now, to be honest, I'm with most people before I saw this movie. I thought this wasn't going to be a good movie at all. It did look fun in the trailers, but you know that sometimes trailers show the best bits. And for this movie, surprisingly, they didn't show the best bits in the trailers. They kept the best bits for the movie. And I was very, very pleasantly surprised all the way throughout, from beginning to end. And I think as well, the ending was a pretty good ending. And it also left it open for a sequel as well. I know that, like I said, at the beginning of the movie, it went from a board game to a video game. I think it would be pretty interesting if they did do a third one and had that video game turn into like an online app for everyone to play online, or a certain group of people to play online. I think that would take it to the next level in progressing the Jumanji game. But overall, guys, I had a blast with this movie. I was very, very pleasantly surprised, like I said. Everyone from the real world to the Avatar world, the Jumanji game, I think everyone played their role pretty well, and there wasn't a bad act in the movie at all. I think a slight standout was Jack Black, to be honest, because Jack Black had to play a male with a female's mind, or he had to play a female in a male's body, and I think he done that pretty well. And kudos to him for that. So with all that being said, guys, I'm going to give Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle a B. So what's your thoughts on Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle if you've seen it? Leave your comments down below. What do you think of it? Do you think it's better than the first movie? And do you think they should do a third one as well? Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching again. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.